Hey guys, Dennis Machina here. Thanks for hanging out, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Netflix series, The Haunting of Hill House. Before we go any further, please like, share, and subscribe because I put out new videos every single day and every little bit of support helps. Now, this isn't the normal reaction video that I'm used to doing. Normally, you'll see my face in the lower left corner, and then you'll see the rest of the video that I'm watching. You'll see me reacting to it in real time. But unfortunately, as I stated, this is a Netflix series, and copyright kind of gets in the way of that. Though this is technically a reaction video, we'll kind of review as well. But you get it, I'm reacting to what I saw, so technically, yes, it is a reactionary video. I became very intrigued with this series when I first saw the trailer for it when Netflix uploaded it to YouTube. You can check my reaction to that if you like. For those of you who don't know, let me give you a brief summary on what the show is about. Of course, this will contain many spoilers, so for those of you who don't want that, please click out this video, go watch the series, and then come back. Or, I suppose, if you don't mind, you can always stick around, but I just wanted to give you guys a fair warning. Spoilers are coming ahead. That being said, LEGGO. The show takes place in two separate times. One being where the family experiences all the hauntings in Hill House, and then long after that when all the kids have become adults. Stephen grew up to become a paranormal writer. He never wrote about his own experiences, but the experiences of others, and even wrote about the experiences inside the house through the words of his brother and sisters. Shirley owns a funeral home with her husband and has 2 kids. Theo became a child psychologist and wears gloves to prevent touching others, just like her mother and grandmother before her. Luke struggles to live with the memories of the house by using addiction to try to cope with it, and constantly in and out of rehab. Lastly, there's Nell, the youngest of all the children. She grew up and married a sleep technologist. Now that we got that all out of the way, instead of doing an episode-by-episode review, I thought it would be better just to discuss the stuff that I liked and that I didn't like, considering this is a reaction video after all, not necessarily a review. First, I really enjoyed how the show seamlessly transitioned from the past to the present. For example, in the second episode, where in present time, Shirley gets a glass of milk out of the fridge for her daughter, and immediately it transitions to them in the past feeding kittens she found with milk. It's there throughout the series, even if it's just as simple as certain objects from the past and present, or even certain words. It's incredibly well done. You see from the very beginning what happens to them in the house, and it's almost like we're grieving with them after it all happened and seeing how it all happened through their eyes. I love storytelling that's done that way. Then there's episodes dedicated to certain children, so we can get to find out more about them and care more about their side of the story and truly see things from their perspective. That's something you can't really do in a movie with the lack of time, but that's something for another time. One personal touch that I really enjoyed was Shirley's son wanted to dress up as the Daredevil. Being as this is a Netflix show, it was a really nice touch. Even better so, it was the fact that the kid was dressed up in the black attire. The attire that you can see Matt Murdock dress up as for most of the first season of the show. One gripe I have with this, and it's a very small one, not really that big of a deal, but Hugh being played by 2 different guys. I mean, come on. I don't have any problem with the actor who played him when Hugh's kids became adults. He was fine, he was great, but it's very easy to age somebody without having to change the actor that's playing him. Fortunately, it didn't change my feelings on the show, as I said, though I got a good chuckle when he saw the ghost of his wife and she said, "You changed so much." Really? Anyway, now on to the good stuff, the stuff that you're probably here for. That is all the frickin' scares. There are so many of them, and boy are they good. There are ones that you never see coming, and each are just as creepy in their own way. A bug coming out of a dead kitten, the dad's face turning into a monster when he's trying to ease them from being scared, a random ghost that we see but for whatever reason the characters don't see, and trust me, they are littered throughout the series. If you look hard enough, you will find a bunch. The timing was always so perfect, and it got me every single time. Then there's the incredibly tall man. Ugh, holy shit, that guy is creepy. I mean, just look at him. Sends shivers down my spine every time I see him, and we have to see him multiple times throughout the show. In that episode where it was about Luke and he was just following him everywhere, freaking me out and making me nuts, and then they give us the bent neck lady. Oh my god, the bent neck lady! No, go away, the bent neck lady! Oh, the sound of her voice will forever be in my nightmares. And even though that was bad, finding out who exactly the bent neck lady was the entire time was just... what the hell? This had everything you could possibly want from a horror show. It had the suspense, it had the creepy stuff, the jump scares, the plot twists, and even everything that made you really invested in all the characters and really made you care about what exactly happened to them. And it even goes a little deeper in that, to where the 5 children are supposed to represent the 5 stages of grief. For example, with Nell being the youngest, she's supposed to represent acceptance. It's really fascinating stuff. If you guys want to read more into it, I'll leave all that down in the description below. Now, being as this is a limited series, you think it would be done, but of course people online are talking about possible scenarios where it would be another season added onto it, but I don't really think it needs it. I really don't. It was such a nice ending, considering all that happened up to it, and everything had a bit of a nice resolution. Even with the dead kind of being at peace inside that house, it really showed them more in a positive life rather than, you know, the creepy, scary, I'm gonna kill you sort of vibe that you were experiencing throughout the show. I mean, it had Steven getting back together with his wife and having a kid. It showed Luke being sober for 2 years. That's incredible in itself. And it showed every dead soul living inside the house all sort of happy together. And everybody not fighting anymore. And Steven really taking the message of taking care of each other with the kids. And as the saying goes, less is more. So let's not talk about any season 2. It ended perfectly. The story was perfect. Everything about this show was just absolutely flawless. It's become one of my favorite shows ever, even on Netflix, and that's saying a lot with all the good shows that have been on Netflix. But that will do it for this. Please like this video if you enjoy this review. Comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that I missed, anything else that you enjoyed about this show that I didn't talk about. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, ring the notification bell because I put out new videos every single day. Whew. And I'll see you guys next time.